I'm Kara and welcome back to my channel. One thing I have struggled with for a very long time is focusing for a long period of time, anxiety and depression. Those weren't given a name until later, and it's very difficult for me to calm down and I get stressed very easily. So what did I do about it? I tried meditation for 30 days. How was I introduced to meditation? So way back in 2019, I was in university and my research supervisor suggested I get a learning disabilities evaluation done to prepare for my comps for graduate school, because I was getting a lot of small, easily caught mistakes in my code that I just wasn't seeing. So he wanted me to be tested for dyslexia. Well, after a 20 to 30 hour evaluation, I was diagnosed with ADHD, minor dyslexia, and nonverbal learning disability. When discussing possible solutions and aids to help me in this, my psychologist that I was working with and who diagnosed me brought up the topic of stimulant drugs to combat my ADHD and inability to focus. And when I mean inability to focus, it was real. I would read a textbook page 11, 12 times and not be able to retain it because I was getting distracted. You know how when you read a paragraph and your mind wanders? That was me every day, and I had built good coping mechanisms to combat them before I was diagnosed, but I still needed some help, and I was unable to take stimulant medication due to my past medical history. So the psychologist mentioned this thing called a Muse headband. What it does is train your brain to focus, and it has lasting effects even when you're not using it, unlike stimulant medication that only has effects while you're dosed with it. So what you basically do is you wear the Muse headband, and it's linked to your phone, and you set it up so you hear one thing while you're focused on your breathing, and your phone makes another noise when the headband that has sensing capabilities senses that you are no longer focused, and you can bring your focus back. It makes you aware of when your mind wanders and helps to train you to bring it back. There was a communal Muse headband available at time where the students in the students with learning disabilities department, but I'm kind of picky about using communal things like that, so I decided to buy my own. It was quite pricey, but I accessed funding to help with the cost, otherwise I wouldn't be able to purchase it. And after I used it for about 3 times, I just got out of the habit, and it was frustrating. My ability to focus was not improved, etc. Fast forward to post-pandemic, and I was having a very difficult time. I was diagnosed with a form of OCD that was stress related, and as well as depression. I didn't know it was depression and anxiety. I was having severe anxiety attacks. I didn't know that it was depression until I spoke to a different doctor on campus, and they told me it sounds like depression. I went on antidepressants, and it helped a little, but it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I was having more symptoms of OCD and stress, and my inability to calm down and not be stressed was getting worse. So I did some research, and one of the things was for meditation, and I had no idea how to meditate properly. So I did some research and found out that the Muse not only was helping for focus, but helped with other forms of guided meditation, which is what I need, because I had no idea how to do it, and my mind wanders without me even realizing it sometimes. So I needed a reminder of when to focus on meditation while meditating, if that makes sense. Well, so I decided to try it to see if it helped for 30 days. And when I started it, I hadn't done it since 2019. So I started over with the introduction to guided meditation, and it was interesting. It lasted only about 5 seconds, and it walked you through how to meditate, what to do, and I did record it. Hi, so this is day 1 of me trying meditation again. I haven't done it in 2 years, and I only did about 3, 4, 5-minute sessions. There's different types of meditation that Muse provides. There's mind, body, heart, breath, and timed. I'm gonna go with mind just because I want to be less stressed, calm, be able to focus better, etc. So let's start. Here's the device. So weird, right? I've put my hair back just to help for it connects. I remember that being an issue. So I'm going to do the introduction to Muse Mind. I'm starting the session, and it says it's about 5 minutes long. It's just trying to make sure a signal quality check. Okay, it's got it.
When the calibration completes, you'll begin to hear a soundscape that dynamically changes to reflect what's happening in your brain. When your mind is settled and focused, Muse will detect steady and constant brain signals and translate them into calm and peaceful rain like this. If you're especially calm, you may even hear a few birds singing. When your mind wanders, as minds do, you'll hear the rain become more intense like this. As you do this practice, your goal is to try and calm the rain in this environment by returning your focus to your breath over and over. In doing this, you're building your mind's capacity to calm itself. Now, let's get started.
Asking me to select my mood on a sliding scale. I'm going to say neutral. So I'm going to continue this every day. I think I'm going to check out to see what other types of meditation, if there's like a recommended second day, third day, fourth day situation. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I do feel, I wouldn't necessarily say calm. I feel a little weird, kind of stupid, you know, like, but that's par from the course for me. So, yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. Honestly, after I meditated for the first time, I felt kind of stupid just sitting on my couch cross-legged, wearing this contraption on my head and breathing. It was very weird. On day 1, during the meditation process, it does give you stats, and I was 23% calm and 40% still, which means I was fidgety. After I followed the intro to guided meditation on day 1, there was a bunch of selections of various types of noises or environments to help you focus. I chose the rainforest sounds. I did keep with the 5 minutes for the first 10 days just to build up a tolerance to being able to focus. It got easier after a few days for 5 minutes. I did notice calming. I did notice it was easier to calm myself afterwards, and I remained feeling calm after meditation. And I also noticed that my circumstances had a huge effect in it. So for instance, I got into an argument with my roommate about 20 minutes before I started meditating one of the days, and I was fidgeting, my mind was wandering, etc. during the actual meditation session. But afterwards, I did feel a lot calmer. I was able to let go of the argument, not dwell on it, so to speak. On the 11th day, I did record an update for you guys, and I did up the time to 7 minutes, which is not that much, but it is when you're just focusing on breathing and focusing on doing and thinking about nothing. It can be quite challenging. So it went well. It was a little difficult, again, like it was with the 5 minutes in the beginning, but overall it went well, I think. It's day 11 of 30 days of meditation. As you can see on the screen, it is my 10-day streak, and the last day since meditation has been 1. We're gonna bump up the duration to 7 minutes total, and let's get into it. It's just calibrating. Session's done. I'm just going to select my mood of calm, well, relaxed, and I'm just going to add some notes. The window is open. That was a distraction. Note, don't do that again. But I'm actually liking the meditation. I'm wanting to do it earlier and earlier. I do have an alarm set, but I'm wanting to do it before the alarm. Guys, I think I'm building a habit that's healthy. So on the 11th day, after increasing my session length to 7 minutes, although it was a little more difficult to stay focused for longer, my mind was 74% calm during the session and 84% stillness during the session, which means I was able to not fidget, which is very good for me. I went to go meditate on the 12th day, and plot twist, I went to do my meditation today with my Muse headband, and I thought it was dead because it wouldn't turn on, so I charged it, still wouldn't work. I realized my rabbit chewed it and broke it, so yeah, that's awkward. Turns out that my dumbass made a mistake. I had recently rearranged my living area and inadvertently made steps to my desk for my rabbit, who got onto the desk in the middle of the night, something he has never done before, and he chewed my Muse headband to the point of it no longer functioning. Honestly, I was quite upset with the fact that it was ruined. He also ruined some other things like headphones, chewed up a notebook, etc. But he always manages to go for the expensive things. I wasn't upset at the bunny. I did cry because it was helping me so much, that the fact that I couldn't afford it and the fact that it was just destroyed and unfixable made me sad that I was going to lose all the progress that I had made, because I was truly loving meditation and what it was doing. I was upset not at the bunny, but at myself for letting it happen. And rabbits chew, that's just what they do. You can't be upset for a rabbit doing rabbit things, ultimately. Going forward, yes, I would recommend meditating. I would love to continue it. As of right now, I only got to 11 days and it was awesome. And I will be looking into some sort of free meditation online or something like that, guided meditation through YouTube. But I'm hesitant because I didn't even realize how unfocused my brain was until the cue of the Muse helped me realize, oh hey, I'm not focusing on breathing anymore, which I found to be very beneficial. I have other non-scale goals in terms of weight loss and building better, healthier habits that require increased flexibility. And I've heard that yoga not only increases flexibility but also has a meditative component to it. So I'm looking into maybe following some online yoga classes in the very near future. If you'd like to see that, please give this video a like and subscribe, you know, the normal YouTube-y things that everyone asks for. Anyway, thanks for tuning in again to watch the struggle bus that is my weight loss journey.